Hello, welcome to Date and Bake with Perpetually Single Chelsea. Today we are going to be making an Irish soda bread while we talk about online dating profiles and getting it set up. So I wasn't sure what to discuss for my first video. So I thought, let's just start at the beginning. We're all single. Well, not all of us. Some of us are single. And where do you start, especially during a pandemic? So I thought, well, let's talk about setting up a dating profile. I just have the attention span of a gnat, so being on more than one is not for me. And then while I am talking about that, I'm gonna be making an Irish soda bread, mainly because I had some leftover buttermilk from when I made waffles. So waste not, want not, right? I have my little notes here. I have my recipe, and then my recipe for dating, I guess. I don't know. Kind of the first thing for the recipe is for the Irish soda bread, it's in a Dutch oven. So the first thing with that is we're actually gonna put the Dutch oven into the oven while it preheats to 425 because you want the Dutch oven to get as hot as possible. And then for starting off, I'm assuming if you probably have already downloaded a dating app, whichever one, it should be able to translate these little tips, tricks, whatever. So once you have your app downloaded, grab a little cocktail. I'm gonna put the Dutch oven to heat up in the oven and maybe pull some ingredients. So let's see. This is actually a very, very simple recipe, honestly. It is buttermilk, flour, baking soda, and then just a little bit of salt. Typically, you can knead it and stuff by hand, but I got my pretty girl here with a dough hook. So I'm gonna make her do the work because I don't wanna. Buttermilk. Also, I just saw I had some leftover whipping cream, so I might do a butter too. We'll see where the world takes us. So I'm just gonna put that on. So what you're gonna do is do dry ingredients first, right? So you downloaded your app, great. Now you're gonna wanna open it. I know that seems silly, but I actually did have a couple of friends who were very apprehensive about actually opening it up and getting started. And so just deep breath, just have fun with it. Don't take this too seriously. I mean, the world is what it is and we're all out there. So don't hinge everything on the app in opening it. Just put your name, put your age, fill out as best you can some of those initial questions. But what I want you to do, I want you to skip the About Me section. Think of it as you're back in high school and you gotta write that paper on Moby Dick or Rebecca or whatever. You don't write the intro first, right? Like you write the whole paper and then you come back to it. So let's write your whole paper. Let's start with the fun things, which are the pictures, right? The pictures really are it's what everyone sees first. So don't be down on that. That's just how it is. We all do it. We're like, ooh, my peepers are liking what's walking next to me or walking up to me. So you want to make sure you have some good pictures. Recent. And when I say recent, I mean within the last year. Does that mean that you can't show a picture of you in Machu Picchu 5 years ago? You can. Do not make it your main profile picture. Absolutely not. Add it to show that you enjoy traveling or that's a neat experience that you had. But make sure somewhere in there, it lets people know this ain't a recent picture. Another tip is make them kind of fun pictures. We'll get a little bit more on the cover photo, but you know, if you want to have a picture because you're with a group of friends, awesome, do it. But again, specify which person is you. I'm, you know, the far girl on the left in the white dress. Like let people know. And again, stick to just one group picture. For your profile picture though, again, make it recent. Even, I mean, some of you fellas started out COVID without a beard and now you got a full-on beard. Well, if you're gonna meet her with a beard, then just do a quick selfie with the beard. There's some great tips on doing like selfie angles and whatever. Just, you know, have fun with it. But also for your first photos, girls, no big sunglasses that we can't see your eyes. Fellas, take the hat off. I know some of you guys are worried about losing hair and being judged by that. It's kind of sexy. So what's not sexy is showing up and you don't have a hat on and all of a sudden you are bald or have a receding hairline. That screams insecurity to us. So lose the hat, lose the glasses. Let us see your beautiful self. Let people choose you for who you really are, and people will. Let's jump in to setting your filters. The filters are, I find, actually very helpful. I think originally when I used to be on dating websites, I don't remember that they were so prevalent, but I actually super appreciate them now. I am in my mid-30s. I don't want to mess around. I know exactly what I want, and I want the person that I'm meeting up with to know what they want to. I'm going to waste somebody else's time with not plugging this in. So know what you want. I'm just going to do a quick mix. Know what you want. Put your filters in there. If you don't want to drive, I'm in Texas. If you don't want to drive to Austin, which for us would be like from where I'm at, 45 minutes, then change your settings. I mean, I'm not driving that far for a date. Just probably not gonna do it. Especially an online date. If you're comfortable with it, then go ahead, add it, you know, expand it that much so it fits your lifestyle. I know the dating app I'm on, you can set 2 filters and then after that you have to pay, and I'm real cheap. I'm not gonna pay for anything. I like the free things. So I just have my 2 main things that I have set on mine, because that's what I'm finding important and value right now, and to not waste my time, not waste the time of the gentleman. And so set the filters to know what you want so that it's filtering out people that you don't want to see. I don't need to swipe through 50 people a week. My filters are set up that I literally maybe look at 2 to 3 guys a week. And that is more than enough. I'm a busy career woman. I don't have time to sit there, start up a bunch of conversations, any of that. You know, sometimes it's kind of fun if you're with a girlfriend, you've had a couple of drinks and you turn all the filters off and you just kind of go, psh, 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 you know, living the dream. Like, oh, I could be with a 20-year-old. No, I can't. But if you're taking it seriously, if you really want to be compatible with someone, set those filters. It is going to give you less options, but that's not a bad thing. We probably have too many options. And we'll go into, you know, in other recipes, other times, you know, people and stuff that you meet. So next I'm going to add my leftover buttermilk.
This should actually equal to the right amount. It may not, I don't know. You just never know with me. And I'm just gonna pour it directly in, and then I'll set my hook. Oven should be done soon. I love the way it smells. Y'all, that was like dang near perfect. Yes. Okay. So now we're just gonna beat this until it's kind of like a ball. So just about done. Isn't she beautiful? I love it. I'm just gonna kind of do a little bit with my hands just because I like to feel it. And then, oh, rosemary. Okay, I'm gonna go to the garden. I'm gonna grab some rosemary to put on top. I got my rosemary. So let's talk about your bio, your about me section. That really seems to be where people get stuck. I've done it a couple ways. I've actually, when I first started on online dating, I actually didn't put anything in it. And what I kind of did was when I was swiping and reading other people's profiles, I was like, okay, what are they putting? So I'm a woman seeking a man in their 30s, and I know what my hobbies are and stuff like that, but I wanted to model what I wrote to how the men were writing, because that's how they're gonna read it, right? For a while when I was on, I didn't have anything, and you know, dudes, they're not complicated creatures. They're very visual, so they're gonna look at the pictures first anyways and go back and read the profile. And I think even us ladies were very similar, especially with online dating, because it's just so many options. So I held off for a little bit, did some research. So I got a couple of tips. Just be honest in the profile, but also with yourself. So if you put that you are health conscious, but you eat at Chipotle 3 to 4 times a week, probably maybe not super health conscious, which is fine, but like, know who you are. If you put that you're super active and you don't do any actual active activities, well, just don't put that. Just be honest and be like, I'm not active. Like, I'm not going to the gym, but I hike and I walk. So I put that I'm somewhat active. So again, just be honest. Be honest with yourself about who you are, because who you are is great. I don't even have to meet you to know that you are fantastic. So just be you. Another tip is, you know, put your hobbies, maybe not like all of them. Like, I collect Harry Potter Legos. Like, I'm not gonna put that as like my number one, like, come get me guys. I'm gonna save that. You smell beautiful. I'm gonna save that little tidbit for, you know, the wedding night, so I don't scare them off the first day. Don't be super personal. Maybe like don't overshare. I'm gonna give a little example. Sorry if somehow randomly this guy sees this video. I saw one guy post how he was currently separated, going through a divorce because his wife had recently come out as being gay. And I just felt like that was a lot of info. Like that was a lot. And then he had like a whole laundry list of other very personal information that I don't think everyone needs. Like, I don't need to know that about you. In fact, when I see that, I feel like I'm gonna go on a date with you and we're gonna have like a therapy session and I really don't want to give anybody therapy. I'm paying someone to do my therapy, so I don't want to give it, and I don't want to receive it. Emoticons, the emojis, whatever. It's like reading a sentence, and I'm supposed to like interpret the symbol for dog, and I just do a sentence. Don't put a to or the letter U. Just a sentence. No, share your hobbies, what you're interested in. If you don't feel like you have one that you can share, I really encourage you, just for your own personal growth, go out and find something. I mean, you can type in a comment, I can give you some ideas, but you know, find something for you. It's very fulfilling to kind of have your own thing, but being able to accomplish something on your own is so important for our own well-being and growth. So definitely encourage you, if you don't have a hobby, find one. I'll give you suggestions. I'm sure your friends can give you suggestions, your family. So now, this beautiful little ball of dough go into the Dutch oven. It has heated, and she's gonna be delicious. I'm really proud of her for everything that she's come. And that's my dog, because Amazon is here. So, y'all, she is beautiful. I can't wait for you to meet her. Hello, gorgeous girl. Welcome to the world. You are gonna be delicious, and I am so glad you are here.